It may sound like a stupidly obvious statement, but nothing changes until it becomes what it actually is, or indeed until it's accepted as what it actually is. And the thing is, when it comes to change, we're not very good. We see change, even if it's positive change, as a type of loss. We nearly grieve the way things were, even if they weren't necessarily working for us, or we grieve the state of denial that we were in when we remained ignorant, whether it be consciously or unconsciously, to what the true cause of our unhappiness and our life satisfaction was. Or we avoid having to deal with the role that we play in our own unhappiness, and we just plow through life in a state of avoidance. We plow through life trying to distract ourselves from the tougher feelings, the tougher realizations, as opposed to trying to breathe into them, trying to understand the root cause of why we are unhappy, and then learning ways to surrender to it, to accept it, and to move beyond it. And until we get to that state of acceptance and surrender, things will not change for us. And we tend to want to bypass it. I suppose this is why so many people go to a lot of personal development courses. They're like, right, I need to do X, Y, and Z. If I just set these goals, and if I just become successful, and if I just, put this simple kind of concept in place in my life, how could I not think of it before? I just need to change how I think, like as if it's something really simple to do. And we come away from those courses and we're so motivated, and we think life is going to be fabulous and everything is going to be different. And then we get back into the same way of doing things because we haven't changed our understanding, we haven't changed our environment. Everything is still technically the same, and we don't have sufficient awareness and sufficient self-worth to change what it is that needs to be looked at. And I suppose this is a lot of the work that I do. It's kind of incorporating the psychodynamic side of things with CBT, with humanistic perspectives, in order to kind of come at things from a multifaceted approach, so that you're not just looking, kind of at your past, you're also looking to your future, you're looking to your day-to-day life, at what your behaviors are, what your thinking processes are, what your deep feelings are, what your core beliefs are, what your worldview is, and being able to challenge it. Because oftentimes we feel like as if we're a victim of circumstance. We feel like as if life is completely out of our control, and consequently we try to exert control in as many areas as possible, or else we go the other extreme and we just become completely reckless with our lives. And you see control in so many I suppose ways that people manifest it. There's people pleasing, there's perfectionism, there is always having to be the best, huge ambition, always having to be successful, how we portray ourselves in social media. And then you see people, kind of self-sabotaging to such a massive degree, basically just selling their souls on social media, and kind of treating their bodies badly, treating their minds badly, treating their hearts and souls badly. And it's about, just as I said, surrendering to the life that you have, accepting it for what it is as opposed to what it is that you want it to be, and getting in touch with your inner child. And I'm not necessarily talking about a wounded inner child, I'm talking about the inner child that has a curiosity, that has a spontaneity, that has a friendliness, that has a non-judgmental aspect to it. I'm kind of bringing that to the surface, as opposed to always being stuck listening to that punitive criticism, the voice that we all have that we're oftentimes not actually aware of, that can have such an unbelievable significance on how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our lives, and how we feel about other people. And it's recognizing that it doesn't have to be any of our problems, they're not necessarily as big as we make them out to be. And like, as someone who's really struggled with their mental health, I feel sometimes, because I've so desperately wanted people to understand how bad episodes can be, that I've nearly clung on to them, and they nearly become an existentialist crisis for me. They have massive significance, as opposed to just allowing them to flow, allowing them to be, accepting that I'm always going to be somebody who has a certain amount of struggle, and just surrendering to it, and doing my best with it, and knowing that any episode of my life, any chapter is never going to last forever, and that I have the strength, and indeed I have the belief in an external power, or in my own higher power, that is going to get me through, that is going to bring me through, and that will enable the things to just turn around as they always do. The sun doesn't stay behind the clouds forever. And it's about living like that, trying to, I suppose, encapsulate as open a mind and as open a heart and as strong a belief and as strong a faith as you possibly can, in order to move beyond all of the bullshit that we feel we have to do in order to prevent ourselves, kind of experiencing some of life's pain and suffering, which is inevitable. And just allowing ourselves to be, allowing ourselves to show up authentically, allowing ourselves to feel what it is that we goddamn feel, and being able to deal with that, not, kind of having to project it onto other people, not always running from your own life, not always running from yourself. If this is the sort of work you would be interested in doing, get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie.